Welcome everybody to this new playthrough of Medieval 2 Total War. Medieval 2 is, in my opinion, the best Total War game in the series. I really enjoy the campaign and the feel of the game itself. It feels really polished. You even get, I think, the best mods for any Total War game with this game. At some point I'll be playing with some of the mods, but at first I thought I would try the regular campaign, just for those of you that have never seen it before. As you'll see, the campaign system in this is very well thought out and, as I said, polished. So when you actually start the campaign, you're only allowed to play a very select few nations, and you actually unlock other nations by beating them in the campaign map, which I found was very intuitive and a really good way of allowing you to feel the progression of each of the factions and feeling as they unlock their new units, because you have to play relatively long into a campaign to defeat other nations. Today I'll be playing as the Danes. I really enjoy Denmark. I like reenacting the whole Viking aspect of it, and I'm actually going to be doing that in today's playthrough. I'm going to be playing as Denmark and hopefully recreating the Viking conquests of the world. So we'll jump right into it, shall we? Go into very hard difficulty, and you'll actually see in this game the mechanics of the campaign map are very different from the more modern games of the Total War series. And there's a lot more videos involved with everything as well.
Denmark and its people have grown far beyond their Viking past. The tenacity of the country has now been turned towards forming a kingdom, with conquest and colonization replacing raids and spoils. Ferocious in battle, the Danish people have lost none of their past expertise at war. However, a country requires not only a warrior, but a statesman to lead it to greater glory.
And welcome to the campaign map. So I will make a mention that I have actually altered the time progression in this game. So the regular time progression is you go about each turn is approximately 1.5 to 2 years of in-game time. I've made it so one turn is half a year. That way you get to experience with your generals more, they get to get better traits, they last longer, and the game itself is a longer experience, which I personally really enjoy. It lets you also go through the seasons a lot better as well. So that's the only aspect of the game that I have changed personally. Okay, so we're going to jump right into this. You will notice there are quite a few different things going on. Well, we have princesses on the campaign map, there's merchants. So we do have a lot of our agents that are still the same, but there are a few different, I guess, mechanics that they deal with. So you can actually have royal marriages, which create alliances in this game, and these alliances are really important for late game, what's it called?
Move out.
Well, I guess not for late game, but it's important to have these alliances early on because because it's on very hard difficulty, factions tend to go to war with you a lot. So that's the one thing you got to be really careful about in
Ready
this,
to trade.
because they are more than happy to fight you
Continuing on.
without cause as well. Okay. So let us begin with our
Orders, my
conquests
lord.
of some of these
Marching to
neighboring
battle with pride, lord.
forts.
Yes. Surrounding and yes.
There we go.
Ready to trade.
So this
On my
playthrough
way.
is, I'm not so much
Done
going to be
for today,
explaining
my
the
lord.
Total War series, because I've already kind of done that. If you haven't seen that, you should watch my playthrough of the Warhammer 2 first video. It's more of an intro to the Total War series as a whole, especially because it's a newer one. A lot of mechanics have changed, such as in the newer Total Wars, as you'll see, each city actually provides an income, and you can regulate how much you tax people in this. So it gives you much stronger controls of the individual cities, and you can switch between cities and castles up to a certain point. Once a city actually becomes a city, so right now this is a large town, once it actually becomes a city, it gets stone walls and you can't convert to a castle anymore. But up until that point, you can convert between castles and cities. What am I going to do? Well, for now, you're just going to make me money.
Orders, my
You're going to
lord.
go this way. You're going to go that way.
On my
Where to?
You're going to go up here,
Set sail.
because I know there's a city up there.
Course away.
So
And
first
on-
things
yes.
first, we have to try to
quiet.
Your Majesty.
reconnect
Yes.
all of our
Sire.
lands of
Continuing on tomorrow.
the Scandinavia region. And I want Hamburg just so that I have a nice castle to defend the border with.
My lord. Joining forces.
So we're actually just gonna siege them
Yes,
out for
lord.
one more turn,
Confronting the
so I can
enemy.
get some ladders going.
Shall we assault now, my lord?
And then we'll have our first battle. Okay,
Done.
let us continue on with this. Sorry about the quick movements, but the campaign map in this is very touchy. As you can see, it moves very
Yes.
quickly.
An honor, my lord.
I am.
You're
Sire.
gonna stay right here.
Yes.
I want him to
I
move.
only represent my.
I am an enemy only to
I should make a mention. So, in this game, unlike later ones, you actually have relations with the Pope, and your influence can go up and down. And you can request a crusade if you have a high enough relation with the Pope and if they like you. And these relations change, they fluctuate all the time, depending on missions that you get from the Pope as well as your own
Yes,
council. So, for example, they
God
might
save.
ask you to convert a region,
As you wish.
or they might ask you
Ready to
to
trade.
recruit a
Yes, my
priest
lord.
or build a
Where-
church or something.
As ordered.
So
Set
we're actually
sail.
going to go after this fort as well. Okay. I
Orders,
feel
my
like I
lord.
should
My
be
lord.
able to
Back
take
ashore, man.
that one
Yes, lord.
fort now.
We have the advantage of surprise here. Marching? Yes.
You're still building a thing. Good. Good, good, good. And
Orders, my
we
lord.
shall probably fight this, because I want the income. Because right now my income is not great. I'm actually losing money per turn. Because I only have one city and 2 armies that are not that
How
strong,
nice.
but it's still expensive to
On my
maintain.
way.
Ready to trade.
And I'm sending this guy over
Continuing on.
here to go onto
I
the
shall
silver
rest
mine.
until morning.
So you actually use merchants in this game. You place them on resources, and they generate money. Now, the further a resource is from your capital, the more money it makes, as well as depending on what that resource is. So, for example, trading with a fur gives me 11 gold a turn. Trading on the iron gives me 33. Trading on the silver gives me 24. So I'm actually going to go to the
Tomorrow's
iron
journey
here,
awaits.
because the iron is more profitable for me. Don't ask me why, but it is. And you can actually upgrade the resources on your territories as well. Oh, and there's slaves as well that you can trade with. There's amber, lumber, all the resources that you could possibly think of. They're typically in the game. In this game as well, there's actually... This was one of the first games where they, in the Total War series, where they introduced new mechanics to have invasions occur. So you can actually have the Mongols and Timurid invasions come in from the east, and you actually play up until, I believe, the early 1500s. So you actually uncover the New World. You eventually do discover it, which is a very fun thing to do, but it's also very difficult to take it over. So we're just going to see what they have here. Spear Militia, Spear Militia, Archers. I should be able to win this fight. So we're going to fight this.
Now, let the battle begin!
Okay. So this is the campaign, the battle maps of the Medieval 2 game, and you can see there's various different siege equipments that you can get. You actually have to build your ladders in this, unlike later games where you just get them for free. Your guys just have ladders at that point. In this, you actually have to create them. And we're gonna quickly just man all of these things with our troops. We're gonna march on the walls. So unlike the Warhammer 2 series, or the Warhammer series, you actually, when you attack a city or a castle in this, you have the entire city or castle in the battle. So you can attack it from multiple angles. You can have multiple armies attack the same city at the same time as well, of two different factions. So I could technically be spawning on this side with my ally on the opposite side, so we can attack the city at the same time. And it can be a very, very powerful thing to do. And makes defense and sieges, I feel, much more, I guess, real. You actually get to experience them, I find, whereas in the other ones you don't really get to. And I'm actually going to be attacking from multiple angles as well. And the towers in this are not nearly the same as they are in the later games as well. They are not killing machines that are one-hit kills, they are just archers in the towers. Now, it looks like... Did they abandon it? No, they did not abandon the walls. Oh, they have peasant archers over there, that's fine. Okay. It's fine, let them attack me. Ooh, they have spear militia there, that's not good. Don't want my peasant archers to fight their spear militia. Would be a bad time. Okay, so I think the music might be a little bit too loud, so we'll just turn that down just a wee bit. There we go. That's probably better. So I don't mind these peasant archers going up on the walls, because they're going to be fighting peasant archers, and that's fine. They're the same unit. They can probably handle themselves.
Walls are no match for the fury of the North.
Okay, so it looks like we're getting up on the walls slowly. Oh, good. I want these guys to stay there.
Men have reached the walls with their ladders.
There we go. These spearmen should make easy work of the archers on the walls.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain
no.
true and steadfast, victory will be
Can
ours.
I tell them to turn around? Oh, I can. Perfect. What are these guys doing? Okay, they're fighting there. That's good. You guys get over there. Help them. And it looks like we are fighting them
Our
now.
men have done well. The gates have fallen.
Perfect. And the Rams go. Awesome. Get over there and help them fight. Nope, nope, inside, inside.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls belong to us now.
Actually, I need to get over there. So, my peasant archers are pretty terrible at fighting. They just have a dagger. I'm hoping that being attacked in the flank will make these guys run. That's my hope. These archers are not doing well. But their spearmen are almost broken. Yeah, my archers are running. Ah! They're going into the circle formation. Defensive formation. Interesting. Let's get some archers in here. Ooh, are they broken? Oh, they broke. Oh, that's not good. Shoot them. Shoot them. Oh, I like this about this game. You can have archer wars on the walls. But they have their towers shooting at me, which is not great. But they have no shields, so my archers should be doing a lot of damage right now. Come on, get over there. Ugh. I've lost the walls. Yeah, I've lost the walls. Okay.
My lord, only half of our force remains.
My only hope right now is to kill the center and take the town. Because if I can hold this square, I'll still win the fight. And it looks like they're going to come to me, which I'm fine with. Let them come to me. Send my peasants to go fight their peasant archers. And my knights shall go after their spear militia. Come on.
Only half the enemy
Come on.
force remains.
Come on. There we go. Nope. Come on, attack them. There we go. Yeah, my guys should butcher them. Their guys are fairly weak.
The battle is very much in our favor.
And in close
We
quarters, my
remain true and
peasants should beat their
steadfast.
peasant archers,
Victory
because
will be ours.
their guys aren't good at melee. Whereas these guys are not good either, but they're better. Shoot their archers. Their archers can actually do damage to me. There we go. Any of these guys rallied? No. What's happening here? Yeah, they're just gonna die. That's fine. So, I should make a mention too in this game, when you're on the battlefield attacking a city, the defending force, they can occupy this square and their units won't run. Because when their units do run and they're defending, they're going to run to this square. And they basically rally and they will hold this to the last man. So that's why there's 4 units left in this squad and they are not running away. So this is to make sure that your troops don't abandon the city, because if they're defending the city, where else would they go? Like, it doesn't make sense for them to leave, because they have nowhere to go when they're defending. So I never really understood that about later Total War games. Okay. Oh, they ran into the crossfire. Here we go. If they come out, they're gonna probably run, and the city will be mine.
The enemy
Yeah.
army, all
Perfect.
civilized
So they
people,
ran
will be awed
outside of
by
the square,
victory we have won
and then
here
they,
today.
because they ran, they had no units left to fight. So I took it. And that was not great battle, but I did have peasant units attacking peasant units. But
They deserve
eventually, I'll
nothing
start to
less
get
than
the
death. They are
my Viking
broken.
units. Here we go.
We
Some
are
Housecarls and Raiders. So now we get to build the things. There's another aspect in this too. So on the campaign map, you don't actually start off with roads. And it's not a thing that just develops when you upgrade your city. You have to actually build the roads. And you can choose to not build roads, because building roads mean units move faster. So you can make it a strategic thing to never build a road. But I would rather have the trade, especially because I'm going to be trying to ally with the Holy Roman Empire to my south. And I would rather get the money, personally.
Sire,
So let's go here.
moving into position.
What do you
So we're
require?
uncovering the map
Yes.
as we go. Now I know from
Continue
my
on.
thousands of hours of playing this game that
Yes, Lord.
the Imperial, the Holy Roman Empire, they actually do have a princess, and
An
they
honor, my
move
lord.
her way down here. And I do want to have my heir marry the Holy Roman Empire's princess. So right now, Prince Charles, my faction heir, is unmarried. Another aspect for this game that I guess people should know about is the family tree is really important in this, because if your faction, your family members die, you lose. So you have to have other family members in order to keep your faction alive. And because I only have the 2, if they both died through some sort of accident or weather or something, we're in battle,
Yes.
then I'm dead. Like, there's no coming back from that. Which is not great. Okay. Let's find their princess. So they want me to reinforce Aris with 5 units. I can do that.
Orders, my king. Yes. Orders,
Send
my lord. My
You
lord.
5.
Orders, my king.
There.
We go no further this day, my lord.
Sire, moving into position.
Now I
Your
will
Majesty.
actually
Traveling.
Is there
Diplomacy.
something to discuss, mein guter Mann?
alliance map info. I'll just do that for now.
I
There
see
we
no
go.
reason. Goodbye.
I'd rather them
Yes.
not attack me, so I'm just trying to
Continue
make it so
tomorrow.
that they don't.
I am a soldier of the Rhine.
They do have an army right near me,
Yes, lord.
and it's kind of making me nervous.
Making camp. Yes.
Perfect. Okay, I
God
know the
save
other cities here.
As you.
Orders, my lord.
So
Yes.
we'll just move them into there, and when we end our turn, we'll have completed that mission.
Yes. Very good, Lord.
An honor, my lord. Traveling.
Sire, until morning.
Let's get ready for this. Do I want to attack that? So they actually have Viking raiders. So these guys actually have very strong attack and half decent shield defense. And they're defending a wooden castle. I would rather not attack them. Also because they have crossbow militia, which are fairly decent units. They can punch through shields, which I only have. So we shall wait before we attack them. Ah, there's the princess. She's moving that way.
Finding this quite.
What do you...
Yes.
Is there another princess down here?
Moving quietly.
No, she's gone this
Very
way.
good, Lord.
So we
An
shall
honor,
cut her
my
off.
lord.
Cut her off
With
at the pass.
Sire, continuing on tomorrow.
2 units of dismounted Huskarls. Oh, perfect.
Orders, my lord.
I will use them
Yes.
as well as...
Yes.
I'm going to get rid of these peasants.
My lord.
Peasants are kind of useless.
Yes, lord. Yes. Yes.
Them. I'm
Orders,
going to go
my king.
here. And these guys I will disband because I don't need them and I need the money.
Orders, my lord.
And we're just going to wait a turn. So this castle is actually going to surrender in 2 turns, so there's no
Yes.
point in me attacking them because my guys are not great.
Yes.
I will actually just
Order.
organize my
Move
army a little
out.
bit.
Forward. Forming one force. Yes, lord.
Okay. Now let's see if we can get our alliance going with the Holy Roman Empire. Hungary.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Moving quietly.
Aha.
Your Majesty.
Ugh.
Yes.
Just slightly too far.
Yes. Move out. Men, march.
So you'll notice I occasionally just take a unit, move it out, and move it back in. So the reason I do that is because it changes their position in your army, and I'd rather have units
Yes.
grouped together.
My lord.
That way on the battle map, I don't have to search for them in my bar. They're just where I need them to
Orders,
be.
my lord.
Okay, we'll build a port so we can get trade going between our 2 cities.
Are you
And
confused?
there's an army
This
there,
is not
which
your
is not good. Okay, so we are going to call it here. We're going to find out if the Scots have
Does this
come
look
to
like
fight
one of
me.
your fleets you got?
And we'll see what happens from there. Maybe I can make peace with them if they land their army.
This crew
Oh, but
has
they'll probably
nothing
march on the
to
same
say.
turn, so we'll do that. Okay, so yeah, we'll call the video there, and tune in next time to find out what happens with this Scottish army that just appeared on our border, and if we can get our alliance with the Holy Roman Empire. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye!